Hello everyone, it's me again, it's Gorilla, and welcome back to my channel. And this is going to be a redo of What If Deku was a Spartan. Sorry if my voice is a bit low, I'm doing this a bit late at night, so hey. This is obviously a redo of What If Deku was a Spartan. I don't know, you guys are going to get a little bit pissy about me constantly doing this shit. But, oh well, I don't really care. I kind of forgot where I left off, so I'm sort of redoing the redo, if that makes any sense at all. So please be a little bit patient with me. So where we start this off is on a planet called Harvest. Yes, I'm starting it from Harvest because fuck it. I was going to start from Reach, but who cares? But hey, here we go. We start off with, oh yes, I failed to mention the heroes and villain system still is in effect here, no matter what. So the Spartans are, well, all considered quirkless until otherwise. Until I actually, decide to say, yeah, fuck it, they get quirks. But that won't be until most probably sometime in the future. And again, sorry if you can't hear me, my voice is a little bit low, but oh well. You guys have heard worse. So let's start off with Hawks on Harvest as he walks towards the Midoriyas' household, with him simply chiming to himself saying, I hate coming here considering I know who Inko's husband is, and I'm also her ex, and she said she doesn't want to see me ever again. Honestly, I can't blame her for what I did to her. I still hate myself, but I'm glad she found someone who loves her. No matter how hard I apologize, she still won't forgive me. But the one thing I always say, protect her son, no matter what. Even if I must let my own daughter die, I must defend her son in a show of forgiveness. But now, that son has been kidnapped along with my daughter and several dozen other children, who all have been considered quirkless. So, I must find a way to save them all, including her son. Okay, I'm here. Let's tap on the door and see what happens. As he proceeds to do so, as the door flies open with, damn it, I don't have a good image of it, Inko on her own. Oh well, you have to deal with Asashi, with Inko, and Nanashimura with All Might, aka Toshinori Yagi, as Inko actually stands there, holding her belly, saying, Izuku, is that you? Oh god, it's you again. How many times have I told you, stop coming around here? With her looking directly at him, with anger in her eyes. With, well, Hawks just gulping, as he would just say, look, I'm not here for anything bad. I'm here on a job. This is my way of trying to repair the damage that I've done. I enjoy that you found someone else in your life, and I respect you for that. But when it's the number one hero's son that's gone missing, you tend to take heed pretty fast. You're just doing this to try and get back in my good graces again. It won't work, Hawks. Inko, I'm not here to cause arguments. Is Yagi here, or do I need to go and search somewhere else for him? As Toshinori would walk around the corner saying, Hawks, you have 5 minutes to get off my property. You have 5 minutes, Hawks, to get off our property before I forcefully kick you off. I know, All Might, but there's a bit of a problem. Why should I listen to you? The Hero Organization has a meeting 0800 tomorrow morning. We're all going to be attending. We couldn't get hold of you otherwise, so they sent me. I know this area better than anyone. Even though I said send Aizawa instead, but they chose me. Hawks, you know I pay attention to those meetings. I already know about the meeting at that time already. My wife and I will be attending it. It's good to hear, All Might. And be aware, endeavours that are going to be there. I know how much you despise the man. You have no idea, Hawks, do you? I don't need to have any ideas. The man's a bastard as it is. Anyway, see you at the meeting. Ingo. As you grit her teeth, you should just say, get off of our property. Don't even want to see you again. Do I make myself clear? Unfortunately, Inko, life just isn't fair. You can't just say, get out of my life and stay away from me forever. I can only do that so much until we accidentally constantly bumping into each other. I want to get my distance from you, so to keep the promises that I said. You told me once to keep away from you, and I've been trying to. It's not my fault that the hero situations constantly send me to you. Just get out and off of our property. I will. Luckily for you, I won't be attending the meeting. Not in person. I'll be on headset only. I'll voice my opinions here and there, but everything else is up to you lot. I'm still going to be searching for the children. So what? You can get all the fame and glory to get back in everybody's good graces here. Negative, All Might. My known daughter has been kidnapped. And I sure as hell don't buy those those so-called clones that everybody seems to think that they're not. Go, get ready. We're going to see our son. As you wish. I'm now taking my leave. As Hawks leaves, as Inko and All Might head to the hospital on Harvest. As All Might walks in with, obviously, Inko still holding her belly. As she starts saying, ow, that hurts. With All Might saying, what do you mean, my love? As she'll just say, the baby's kicking constantly. As a nurse would say, ma'am, you shouldn't have wet yourself. As Inko would say, what do you mean? As she would look down and see that there's puddle on the floor. As she just says, oh dear. I didn't mean to, sorry. As she would start feeling contractions, and she would just say, on second thoughts, I may need a hospital bed, because I fear I may be going into labour. As All Might and the nurses take her immediately to a medical room. They wait there for a few hours as the contractions die down, but start again through the hours. As a doctor comes in with bad news, saying, Inko Yagi, Toshinori Yagi, I have some bad news about your son. Please don't tell me my son's dead. Unfortunately, sir, he is. He passed away just now, at the worst possible time. I'm sorry, sir. Christ, he's never going to get to see his sister grow up. I'm sorry, sir. All the kids here are dying. All of them. All of them. All of them have different diseases that have killed them. 90% of them have already died. There's only 10, the remaining 10% have survived for this long, but even their health is starting to deteriorate. How long do they have until they fully die? Hours, sir. Hours. Or hell, even days. If they're lucky, months or years. But by our estimates, they're gonna die today. The parents have all been notified. They've all come to say their goodbyes. But the children just don't want to see them. They all say that they're not their parents. They do not know who their parents are. They don't know their friends. They don't know their favourite foods. Just like our son. Yes, sir. Fine. As Inko starts feeling the contraptions get worse and worse and worse. Eventually, after 2 hours of constant pain, the nurses say, alright, you're going to have to start pushing because the baby is obviously ready to come out. So Inko starts pushing. As after after 3 whole hours, a baby girl had been born. As Inko holds her child for the first time. Not for the second time, because she gave birth to Izuku. Midoriya, she holds on to her. As Toshinori puts his arm around her, saying, I think we'll name her Izumi in the honor of Izuku. Yeah, I think we should. And obviously, Izumi, I can't think of any other name, sorry. I originally had this as Hawks give her the name Izumi, just to help Inko along, but I decided against it. Yeah, I recorded this 5 times today. This is the last time I'm recording it, so that's why my voice is so low. After 10 years, think of Izumi as a 10-year-old with that kind of hair colour. And obviously less refined and grown up. But that's when she's 10. And this is actually when she's 2 weeks old. And Inko finally got let out of the hospital. We have everybody congratulating her on the birth of her second child, but also condolences for the loss of her first. As Inko cries a little bit, but doesn't show emotion to it, considering she's got a daughter in her hands. As Principal Nezu and the others start talking about the disappearances of all the other children, one of them just scoffs, and it turns out to be Endeavor, who just says, ain't our problem that the children are weak and the parents are weaker. As he looks to All Might, saying, your son was so weak he couldn't put up a fight. My Shoto could easily kick all of their asses and get back safely while yours got captured. I'm surprised they don't kill him already because he's so weak. Everybody watches as All Might stands slowly as he walks up to Endeavor and places his hand down in front of him. In a calm manner, he just looks him smack in the eye, saying, Endeavor, Inji Todoroki, should I really call you? Ray left you alone with no children to call your own. Who's the real weakling here? Especially not the man who never lost a fight to you. Right now, you're the only one weak here, because we all have our morals. Your so-called Shoto left with his mother to keep her sanity in check. And that's the best move he has ever done. He renounces your quirk, or your power, seeing it as a curse. He only uses his mother's side, which I am proud of him for doing, because you are just a psychotic bastard. Oh yeah, All Might. And whose son got kidnapped? Definitely not mine, because my property will return to me in time. Your property, however, will never return to you because it's so goddamn weak. That bitch of a woman you call a wife was probably cheating on you and had him. As All Might would raise a fist, as the devil would chuckle, saying, "What? You're gonna punch me in front of all the heroes?" As Principal Nezu says, "All Might, do it already. Get it over with so we don't have to listen to his bad-mouthing of everybody else." As Endeavor would say to himself, "What the fuck did that rodent just say?" As All Might would relinquish a smash to his face, 1% only knocking him out. As he would slyly remark, saying, "Oh look, where's all that tough talk now, Endeavor? Nowhere in sight." As he would then proceed to walk to his seat next to Inko, who is actually a pro hero as well. She's the number 2 hero, while Endeavor's the number 3, due to her quirk being different and stronger. Think of Blake from RWBY and Yang, also from RWBY, mixed together as one, so she's got 2 quirks. Illusions that can explode into ice, fire, you name it. It will do it, and she's got, obviously, Yang's aggressiveness and fighting prowess. But she's also very lean, like Blake was as well. So she's got Blake's she's got Blake's ability to be very flexible and able to fight properly. That's all. Oh, fuck. Hello. Sorry, guys. My phone just dropped on me. Whoops. And somebody would blow their nose. As they would look over to see a guy with yellow and black on him. As he would just say, "Sorry guys, I got a cold today, so if you hear me blow my nose, please ignore." As he would proceed to start blowing his nose. As someone with green hair and a fine-looking tuxedo would stand up saying, "The situation of these kids disappearing is troubling. All these kids from different planets have disappeared. Hawks, what have you found out in your sectors?" As Hawks would regale them of what he gets told about people dressed in black, walking the streets at night. And any kid they see, they just snatch. A few days later, another kid that looks like them would appear, and the day after that, they will die due to unknown diseases. It's possible that Izuku Midoriya or Izuku Yagi had been taken by these people and it had a body double switched, but he has no evidence to actually back that up properly. As somebody burst in saying, "Sirs, ma'ams, there was a huge explosion in the city. The whole city had, well, a whole city block had been completely wiped out." As they turn on the news, as just ignore the Spartan standing there, and by the way, that is Izuku Midoriya, the arm included, as the reporter would say. And here we see the destruction of something city's block. It had been completely wiped out of the map, like someone dropped a nuclear bomb on it. There were only 5 survivors, 1 woman, and 4 kids. The other survivor was the woman's unborn child, who started going into labor as soon as the ambulance crew got to her. But sadly, after labor, after she gave birth, she died. So that makes it 4 now. The children have been taken to an orphanage where they have been told that they will never get split up because of their young age. That's all that we have. BBC Harvest. As they turn off the news, as Gridlock or Godlock or Rocklock, I think that's his name, the guy who has a piece of wood and he throws it like a frisbee as he freezes it in place, that's that guy, just says, "Well, this ain't good. That city block's only like what, 10-20 miles away from here. Should we get any pro heroes onto it?" All pro heroes right now, as the centipede lady would speak up saying, all pro heroes are at the moment in these kind of meetings. We can't really do much against it. But it could be insurrection work. While all heroes are in meetings and all that, they strike. Apparently the lowness of the heroes these days makes the insurrection bold and less predictable. Sorry, I need to take a drink of water right now. As she does. Again, sorry if you can't hear me. Anyway, as I was saying, with the low numbers of the heroes these days, filling groups like the Liberation Army, that we are certain has the backing of the insurrection, or this so-called League of Villains, led by a mysterious leader who keeps himself hidden, only talks through sleeper agents. Sleeper agents. That's as much as information I've been able to find out from one of the agents we found last month. As, well, a woman with a dress with 3 metal beams over one of her eyes would stand up saying, "So we have nothing. Does anybody have any ideas on how to find the insurrection these days? Or hell, these villain groups?" Unfortunately, no, we do not. As Sir Ninetai would speak up, as he would look to All Might as he would say, "Toshinori, OFA and AFO are 2 of the same quirk if I'm wrong." "That's right. Why, I fear that AFO may still be alive." "Impossible. Just impossible. I defeated him myself." "Yes, but you were badly injured. The scarring's still there. Midnight. No, not midnight. Sir Night-Eye. The scarring's still there, but I can still remain in my true self for practically forever. So please don't worry about me. Fair enough. But still, be vigilant. The heroes in this room know about your quirk. And if any of us defect to the, well, insurrection, or these League of Villain groups, your secret will be out. And if your arch enemy is actually still around, that means that we're in deep shit. Indeed. I hereby call this meeting adjourned. Principal Nezu, sorry about taking your role for that, but we must get back to our cities and defend them properly. Very well. As everybody would leave, bar Endeavour, who's still unconscious and actually is stuck in a wall sideways. There's nobody bothers to get him out after he was being such a dick towards people. After 5 hours, they both return home and rest as Azumi actually starts crying because she's hungry. Rinko then proceeding to obviously be a mother and feed her. And then after a few hours they rest. Now back to present day with Azumi coming home from school with her mother and father and aunt, who turned up for a few months with a young boy named Tomura Shigaraki, or aka Tomura Shimura. She actually speaks to Tomura, saying, "Hey Tomura, do you want to be a hero or a officer?" I don't actually have a picture of Shigaraki, so please bear with it. As he just says, I don't feel comfortable being a hero, considering my quirk and especially what happened to my father and mother and sister. I'm sorry, Azumi, but I don't want to be a hero. I'd much rather find a way to get rid of my quirk. That way I can live a normal life and live like a normal human. I don't want to have this kind of quirk. Azumi would understand, saying, I understand where you're coming from. But what if we find someone who can erase your quirk and give you something different? Back to a time where you were young and your genetics haven't fully kicked in, so you can get your quirk back. But this time something different. With Tomura just looking at her saying, I appreciate the thought, Azumi, but I might just live a normal life as best as I could, or as best as I can. Maybe even be a police officer. Yeah, I guess. You could always be an interrogator. With your quirk of decay, you can most probably decay someone's arms, legs. Obviously not to an extent where they fall off, obviously. But decay it to where it's the muscle joints start picking up where they get the pain. You can be like an interrogator for the military. Yeah, sure, why not? I can actually see the use of my quirk there. Thanks for that. Thanks for that, Izumi. Don't mention it, cousin. As All Might and Nana Shimura, along with Inko, would speak privately. Hey, Toshi, does your daughter have... No, she doesn't. She's got her mother's abilities of, well, illusions that explode and raw physical strength. Not OFA. What about your son? My son, I believe, has OFA. Considering my quirk has been slowly diminishing over time. My original strength of a normal person is coming back. I'm glad my son has it, but disappointed that he's died. I couldn't get my quirk back from him because it appears that his quirk had disappeared entirely. So AFO may have already got it. This is bad, Toshi. I know. I can't fight him. Not without Overfay anymore. I'm sorry, Nana, I failed you. It's alright. You did everything you could. I'm sorry about your son. He would have been a great hero in the future. And he would have defeated Overfay with minimal effort. I know. Thank you. Don't mention it. 10 years. Your daughter's growing up. Your son's been dead for 10 years. I will miss him. Yeah, so will I. Don't forget me. We're not forgetting you, Inko. We'll all miss him. Come on, Asashi. No, Asashi, come on, Toshinori. Let's get you, your wife, and your daughter home. I think my nephew and I have spent enough time here on Harvest. We're going back to Reach. For a few years, then we'll be going back to Earth. I got some business on Reach to take care of, so that's why we're going there before you ask. Right. Again, good luck. I might be moving back to Japan on Earth. You know, to visit my mother and that. Inko can go back to the UK and then go to the US to go and see her father. To go and see her father and brother. My brother works in the US. My father lives in the UK. My mother unfortunately died last month, and he never told me because he didn't want me to divert from Izumi. It hurt a lot. It hurts a lot knowing that she's dead and my father didn't tell me. I'm sure he had his reasons. Yeah. Well, I wanted to see my mother one last time. It's okay, Inko. You can always go and visit her grave. Yeah, I guess. As Izumi would walk in. Hey, Mom, Dad? Is it alright if I go to Katsuki's place today? Yeah, honey, why? Well, she's moving house tomorrow and I want to go and see her. Spend one night with her, then come back home. Is that okay? Yeah, sure. Spend the night with her. That's a goodbye. But after another year, we'll be gone to Earth, okay? Sure, Dad. Love you. Love you too, Pumpkin. Bye, sweetie. Have a great time. Try to. As you run off. Vink is saying, kids grow up so fast. I wish it feels like yesterday she was only a baby. Trust me, Inko. I feel the same way. Anyway, fist bump? Yeah, sure. As they fist bump each other. Good luck, All Might. Good luck to you too, Nana Shimura. I think Nezu has a job for me in UA after the year, so yeah, better get to UA during this year, or before the end of the year. That way you can actually, work there. Yeah. Gotta admit though, my foot kinda aches today. From what? You haven't been walking. I know, but it feels weird. You know what I mean. You could actually have gotten your own quirk today. I'm truly a late bloomer, turns out. Come on, let's go figure out what it is before I leave. Yeah, sure. As they actually go to the hospital to actually have a checkup on Toshinoi's foot, as the doctor comes back saying he indeed has a quirk. He is very, very late in his life, so it won't last long. Yeah, I kind of figured. What is it anyway? Speed. A enhancement quirk. Enhances his speed and strength. Oh, really? As she says in her mind, a bit like OFA then. So perhaps OFA became his true quirk? As All Might would just say, huh. Also in his head, like OFA, along with Inko, thinks the same thing. As they all thank the doctor, as he says no problem. As they just leave, as, well, Nana Shimura with Tomura Shimura will leave to go to Earth. Well, reach, then Earth. As the year passes, All Might and Inko go to Earth with Azumi. As 3 years pass, as they're in college. Well, Izumi and Kazuki Bakugo are in college, as they are actually part of a football team, or a volleyball team, if you like, with them both sort of laughing, as Kazuki actually has the attitude of Bakugo, that she calls everybody extras, but she only says that to people she don't like. If she likes you, she'll call you by your first name or a nickname she comes up with. With Izumi, it's always been Nerd. As she says, "Oi, Nerd, catch. Let's win this thing." As she would high-five Izumi, as Izumi would high-five her back, saying, "Yeah, let's go, girls. Let's go and win this championship." Hell yeah. As the teams will be announced, as Bakugo and Izumi are part of the team called, well, just called A Team. That B Team which holds Uraraka, Kirishima, Mina, and some others. I'm also going to just say they don't have Momo or anything like that because they're in high school. As well, they actually have one hell of a volleyball match with Kirishima helping Mina, as well, they all help each other on both teams, help their own teams out, obviously, not helping the other team or anything, just helping their own teams out. Is, well, they all have a pretty even match, as they all, well, as the bell goes off, as everybody walks home, because it's the end of school and plus everything's happened. As they walk off, Kazuki just says, "Hey, Nerd, have you ever wondered that we're being followed today?" "No? Why?" Well, as before she could say anything, a liquid substance bursts out of a sewage grate, as this sludge would morph into have its eyes and mouth morph open, as you just say, well, 2 bounties that I could easily take over. Don't struggle, give me your parties. I promise this won't tickle much." As he would proceed to then lick his lips, or Sludge lips. With both of these two, with Katsuki and Izumi saying, fuck right off. You ain't touching us with your sludge. As they would proceed to, well, fight him. As Kazuki knows that All Might is Izumi's daughter, as after a few hours of fighting the sludge villain, All Might pops out of the vent as he says, "Have no fear, because I am here." As he says, "Harvest, smash." As the sludge villain doesn't even doesn't splatter everywhere, he just disintegrates as his screams fill the air. As, well, Kazuki and Izumi thank All Might as Izumi says, "Thanks, Dad," with Bakugo saying, "Thanks, Uncle. You're a real lifesaver. But we could have handled that ourselves, even though we shouldn't really be using our quirks in public. We have the right to defend ourselves." As Inko would just turn up saying, "Yeah, but you know that heroes are meant to do this first. Sorry about the sludge villain catching you two." As Izumi would look over to her mother, who is standing in the front of an alleyway as she walks out of the shadows. As Izumi hugs her, saying, "Hi, Mom. I hope you enjoyed the game today." As Izumi would look at her smiling, or looks down to her smiling, as Inko is a little bit more shorter than Izumi, because she inherited the height of her father. As Kazuki Bakugo just says, "Quit crowding your mother. Sure, she liked it, but we still need to focus. The next match will start in 3 months. As they would all proceed to leave and go home. Yes, someone would be watching them from the corner of his eye. Well, from the corner where nobody could see him. As he would just tense his arm up. As he would just say, "Damn. Well, it looks like I don't have to get involved. Thank God. Command's told me not to get involved too much. So if I get involved again, Command will scold my ass, including her. My goddamn stupid partner who gets herself into trouble all the time with her sexual jokes. Damn it. Damn it, Angel. As you always call yourself. You get that off your father too damn much. And now you got me calling you that. Even though your name's Lara. Not Lara Croft, by the way. Lara Hawk. Your father's last name is his hero name. Foolish woman. It has a bit of a nice ring to it." As you get transmission coming through his earpiece saying, 1138, where are you? Now, calm down, 1162. I'm okay. Just walking the streets of, well, the city. I'm heading to Hosu City, so don't wait up for me. I'm waiting for you in a restaurant in Hosu. Get here as soon as you can. Yeah, I know what you look like, so don't blame me if I don't come." "Oh, I didn't know we were going to have this kind of meeting." "Enough already." "You know me too well." "Yeah, quit it, would you? It's creepy. How about no? I won't take you on a date otherwise." "Wait, you will?" "No, I won't. Shut up." 1138 out. Yeah. Somebody definitely crawled up her iron engine today. She must really want a date. Okay, how can I blame her? She's nearly 20. She's nearly 20, same as me. 10 years passed since I was taken. Another 4 after that was 10 years. So that's 16, 17, 18, yeah. 19 years. 19, well, no, it's 5. 10, so 15. 10. I'm 19 now, so that's 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, I think it's 18 years since I haven't seen them. So, damn it, my stomach's not going off. I swear I ate much more food than I usually ate for this. Oh well. It's a good job I only didn't check to see if I actually had a quirk. But apparently my quirk had side effects on my body with the augmentations. Fucking hell. It makes me really hungry all the time. I wish the augmentations didn't do that. But oh well. 1162, I'm on my way to you. Good. I'll consider this a date. Considering I can hear your stomach growl from here. Ha ha ha, very funny. You know I've been trying to keep that on down low. Yeah, well I know that you've got a quirk. Yeah, unfortunately. Luckily I only didn't find out about that. Yeah, well, if they most probably got rid of one of the augmentations, it would stop. Yeah, most probably. My stomach's most probably growling due to all the growth hormones we've had. It's just may just grow up really fast. Yeah. 18 years since you've seen him. You sure you don't want to drop him a letter? Let him know you're alive? Nah. I'll just confuse them. They'll think it's most probably not even me. We'll find out a way to do it. I promise. You said you want to see your father again. Yeah, but I don't want to see him this instant. Yeah. So, what does Oni say? Get here and I'll tell you. I'm 20 minutes out. I got on a train just a minute ago. Right. Wait, was that the reason why you were whispering? Yeah. I didn't want to make it sound like I was weird. I made a motion to my ear saying like I got a headphone in my ear. So I'm talking to somebody on my phone. Oh, right. That's why I'm whispering to you, so got him to shut up. Okay, so you're 20 minutes away. Yeah. Good, see you then. See you in like 20 minutes. Right. Yeah. I love you, I really do, but you're really, really stupid. I wonder how much trouble you've gotten yourself into since I haven't been around you. As he proceeds to walk off to a restaurant, as he sees a girl with, well, jet black hair with green eyes. And she is not wearing the armor you see now. And she just sits there in the corner and she waves him over. As he goes over to her to sit down, and she leans to him, saying, Took your time, Midoriya. Please, Jackie, you know this. Don't care. And that's where I'm leaving it, guys. Hope you like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.